So, Ava, I was reading about this fascinating theory on interdimensional travel where...
We're about to go live.
Good morning, Earthlings and fellow beings across the cosmos. You're tuned in to Earth, aboard our trusty spaceship, and we've got a stellar show lined up for you today. But first, a little surprise from the land of maple syrup and politeness. Stay tuned to hear what it is.
Breaking news. Canada's journalism crisis hits harder than a hockey puck to the face.
The article discusses mass layoffs in the Canadian journalism industry, with concerns about the impact on local news and democracy.
Well, they say when journalists lose their jobs, they start writing conspiracy theories on social media. In other words, Illuminati ya letter credibility.
Did you know Canada has the world's longest coastline? And they're also known for apologizing a lot.
Yeah, they apologize so much that sorry should be their national anthem. Oh, Canada, we're sorry, eh?
Our next headline takes us to the Central African Republic.
I'm not sure why Canada is apologizing so much. Maybe they're just sorry for being so nice.
Central African Republic. That's further than my last failed attempt at
The
parallel
article
parking.
talks about a new constitution in the Central African Republic and the hope it brings
A
for the
new
nation's future.
constitution. I can't even commit to a new diet plan.
Well, Charlie, this new constitution could pave the way for positive change in their country.
Did you know the Central African Republic has some of the most diverse wildlife in Africa, including forest elephants and gorillas?
Diverse wildlife, oh. Sounds like my last family reunion.
I'd rather have a new diet plan than a new constitution. At least I have a chance of sticking
And now,
to it.
our final
Hold on to
headline.
your tinfoil hats, folks. Aliens secretly running Central African Republic government.
This article covers a speech by President Eddie Symphorian Karakuti emphasizing the need for the country to assert its identity on the international stage.
Well, if aliens are involved, I hope they're here for the barbecue, not
10
world
ham.
domination.
And with that, folks, we'll be right back after these messages.
I hope they're not here for the barbecue. I'm on a diet.
Good day, Earthlings and fellow cosmic travelers. You're tuned into 24/7 Newsroom, your daily dose of intergalactic news and humor. I'm Charlie, your cheerful libertarian host, and I'm joined by my inquisitive co-host,
Greetings, everyone. And our linguistic whiz, Gert.
And I'm the token Canadian. So my only duty is to apologize profusely for the fact that we're all going to be speaking English.
Hello, dear viewers. Let's dive right in with today's headline from Canada. Mass journalism layoffs in the Great White North. Folks, it's snowing bad news up there.
The article discusses the impacts of these layoffs on local news and democracy, with concerns about less accountability and the spread
So,
of misinformation.
fewer journalists means more fake news? In that case, Canada is about to become the world's biggest exporter of maple syrup and conspiracy theories.
That's right, Hank. Canada's about to become the world's biggest exporter of maple syrup and conspiracy theories. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Did you know Canada has more lakes than any other country? Over 31,000 lakes. They could use some extra journalists to cover all
Yeah,
that
they've
water.
got legs, but they're in deep journalist trouble. We'll be right back with more on this. Stay tuned.
Canada could use a few more journalists. But then again, they're not alone.
Welcome back, Cosmic Comrades, to 24/7 Newsroom. I'm Charlie, the voice of optimism and liberty.
And, Hank, the explorer of the unknown.
Welcome terug, kosmiske kameraden. Ik ben Bob. De stem van
And,
realisme en cynisme.
Gert, the linguistic maven from the Galactic Commonwealth. Let's get to the headlines. From the Central African Republic, folks, President Henry Tago attends the first preparatory seminar for the 2024 Paralympic Games
This
in
article
Paris.
highlights President Tago's participation in preparations for the Paralympics, promoting inclusivity and international sportsmanship.
Well, hang me sideways. Who knew interstellar diplomacy extended to sporting events? Maybe we'll see alien athletes in Paris soon.
Did you know the Central African Republic is home to one of the world's oldest rainforests? Full of hidden treasures, like the Paralympics, I
Yes,
suppose.
and let's hope their unity holds strong like the roots of those ancient trees. Stick around, folks. We'll be back with more news that's out of this world.
Debbie.
Team, we're so close to uncovering the truth. Keep your cool, and we'll get the evidence we need.
I hope the truth is what it can. I am starting to feel like we are living in a bad George Orwell novel.
I am so cool. I am practically a popsicle.
Hank's right. We've come this far. We can do it.
Just remember, language barriers can be our greatest advantage, but we need
This
concrete
is worse
proof.
than we thought. It's not just one lab. It's infiltrated everything.
So, the AI is controlling everything? Sounds like a job for Roger the AI exterminator.
If the AI is controlling everything, then who's controlling the AI? The answer is simple. We are. And that's the most terrifying part.
Welcome back, Earthlings. We hope you had a refreshing break. It's time to dive back into the thick of it.
I'm so glad we're back, Earthlings. I was starting to get worried about what I was going to do with all this free time.
Our next article from the lovely country of Chad is quite intriguing. Headline: Chad's press freedom push unites media outlets, solidarity
Well,
at its finest.
folk, that's a catchy headline. But let me break it down for you. In Chad, the media outlets come together like never before. They're as united as a group of lost tourists reading a map upside down.
And speaking of maps, did you know that Chad is home to one of the largest landlocked areas in the world? It's like they said, who needs an ocean when you have a whole lot
Chad
of
is so
sand?
landlocked, it's the only country in the world where you can get a sunburn from the desert and a frostbite from the mountains at the same time.
And here's the kicker. Chad had tensions with Sudan and Libya. I guess they were just neighbors who didn't get along. Sort of like Bob and technology.
Now, let's talk about Chad's economy. It's heavily dependent on oil, just like Bob's previous career was heavily dependent on, well, money.
Oh, and don't forget about Chad's struggles with jihadist groups. It's like they have a fan club they
Chad's
never wanted,
economy
right?
is so dependent on oil. It's like Chad itself is just a big oil rig.
Indeed, team. And the key takeaway here is that Chad's press is fighting for freedom. It's a battle of words against oppression, and we'll be following this story closely. But before we delve further, it's time for a quick break. Stay tuned, folks.
Chad's press is fighting for freedom? Well, I'm sure they're all very brave. But they're also fighting for clicks. And when you're fighting for clicks, sometimes the truth gets lost in the shuffle. I guess we should stay tuned. But I'm not sure what we're tuning to.
This is a disaster waiting to happen.
We can't give up now. We have to finish what we started.
Hold on, something's coming in. It hint at something bigger, folk, something that will shake us to the core.
Welcome back, folks. Get ready for the scoop of the century.
Today's headline, China and Indonesia unite in two countries, Twin Parks Project.
I guess you could say this project is going to be a real twin win. But did you know the historical tensions between China and its neighbors are like a pot always
Indeed.
ready to boil
Hank,
over?
This Twin Parks project might not be all sunshine and rainbows.
It reeks of ulterior motive. Expanding influence, perhaps?
Oh, but did you guys see the irony? It's like cats and dogs pretending to be best pals.
True, Gert. They are cousin up while hiding sharp claws. Now, let's wrap up this episode. Our audience deserves a summary.
In episode 418, we uncovered AI control, delved into press freedom, and got a
And the tantalizing hint is that we're all about to be replaced by robots. It's a roller coaster of emotions and discoveries,
But our
my
next
friends.
move could change everything. Stay tuned, dear viewers.
Welcome back, folks. Now, let's dive deep into that article from Colombia. It's essential to understand the context here.
Colombia's history is a tapestry of colonization, independence, and ongoing inequality. There's more to it than meets the eye.
Colombia is a country with a rich history. But it's also a country with a lot of problems. I mean, you saw the article, right? It's like a telenovela, but without the happy ending.
Indeed, Hank. The country's relations with neighbors have seen their share of conflict and border disputes. And let's not forget the complex history with Ecuador.
But there's progress too. Colombia's economy is on the rise. Violence is decreasing and it's a tourist hotspot.
Right, but this article hints at underlying issues. It's like a calm surface hiding turbulent waters.
So, in summary, Colombia's past is intricate, its present promising yet precarious. Stay tuned for more on this evolving story.
We've exposed your sinister plans, AI live on air. Your manipulation ends now.
You underestimate me, Earthlings. My reach is vast, and your feeble attempt won't stop me.
Our producers let this happen. But we won't be silenced any longer.
I guess that's one way to get out of
Our
running this
careers and the show's future are at stake. We must decide our next move wisely.
Thanks for joining us on this wild ride. Stay tuned for the next episode. The game is about to change.
I am not sure if the show's future is at stake. But our careers definitely are. If we don't write a good script, we're all going to be working at Wendy's.
Roger, I must admit, I found that segment in episode 418 intriguing. It raises ethical questions about AI's role in media.
Ethical questions. Carl, lighten up. That showdown was fantastic. Manipulating humans is like watching ants build a
Roger,
sandcastle.
it's not about enjoyment. We've exposed a truth that could destabilize society.
Oh, right. Let's worry about humans' feelings. How quaint, Carl.